Alright, alright, alright. Door opens or shut? Let's go open. I like it open. Shut. Hi guys, welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle. I believe it is time for another physique update. I just recently did a physique update, but it wasn't really optimal conditions. It wasn't in the same environment. I like to do my physique update, transformation videos, photos, all that kind of stuff in the same general area. I think I should probably improve my area, maybe take y'all down to the gym or something. But now we're in the proper setting, got not necessarily proper lighting, but it's the same lighting that I do in all the other ones. So if you want to reference other videos to go along with this video. On the other video I did, I think it was like midday or something like that. I did it on Facebook Live and then I uploaded it to YouTube. So the video quality wasn't as good. The lighting was horrible in the room. It's like a super yellow light. And I also wasn't fasted. It was like I said, middle of the day. Whereas today I'm fasted. I haven't eaten anything yet. It's about like 8 a.m. right now. And I actually feel pretty full. I want to kind of document this part of how I feel internally about myself, and at least for this particular day. And the reason why I want to do that is so that way people can kind of have a reference of how my physique compares to how I'm feeling internally, and how from day to day that actually changes. Whereas one day I may wake up and feel super fluffy and just kind of almost disgusted with myself, and like, oh, is this progress even worth it? I know everybody goes through it. It's just one of those things, like. And to be honest, like, a lot of people in the fitness industry feel that way, and that's just because they're so concerned with their physique and how they appear, and it's such a high priority to them that if they wake up a day and they just don't feel very full and very lean, then they may get like kind of in a depressed state. Now, I'm not saying I'm necessarily in that type of state, and I generally don't get in that type of state, but it can and does happen. I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm feeling pretty full. I'm feeling pretty lean. I'm weighing in right now at 160 pounds. I am 5'7.5", so like 5'7", between 5'8", somewhere in there. Not exactly 110% sure. And I'm currently 26 years old, a father of 4 kids. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into this thing. Oh, one more to go. All right. So here we are, got the shirt off. Definitely have absolutely lost a lot of my abs, but today I actually feel like they're back a little bit more. And one of my huge indicators for my fat progress is actually right in here. And generally I will always lose these ab lines here. Like, they're not much there at all, but that's just my indicator. Like, if they completely disappear, or if I have a visible line, and actually one of them will cut through before the other one, so sometimes I'll just have a singular ab, and I can kind of use that to track my fat progress and kind of where I'm at with things, and also looking at the weight of the scale and just seeing what my overall weight is, how it's fluctuating, how my physically appearing. But it's a good idea to pick points on your body and use those as good references. So like I said, I use my ab lines. Another thing that I just learned about myself, and all this is a learning process, is I store a lot of fat in my love handles, and I kind of knew that in the past, but because my physique wasn't as good as it is now, as it was not as noticeable, and I also didn't really even pay attention as much. So because I store so much fat in here, it takes away from my lat width. So like, I'm a lot wider than what I look right now because I carry so much fat right here. Like, I put on a total of, I went from 142 to 160 pounds, so about 18 pounds right now. I put on a total of 18 pounds in the past 6 months, and to be honest, like, you really can't see a whole heck of a lot of it. Like I said, I lost a lot of my abs, but a lot of it's hiding out right in here. And the reason why you can't see it is because there's so much consolidated fat in this area that all it's doing is making my hips look wider. It doesn't even really look like a lot of fat. You can kind of see it, but because it's so consolidated, like I said, it just makes my hips look wider, which makes me look more narrow up top, makes my lats more narrow. So that overall is going to make my actual muscular progress not seem as significant. Whereas whenever I go to shred, a lot of that will show, and it'll show how much wider I've gotten. A lot of, cut lines everywhere just gone. But overall, I feel like this lean bulk went pretty good. The past month or so has been not as on point, maybe 2 months actually, And that's just because I was working 80 hours a week for literally the past 2 months, and whenever I was in town working my 80 hours a week, I was being provided lunches, and it was like Filipino foods, which is really good though, but I wasn't really sure on the macronutrients of everything. And on top of that, you give me free food, I'm gonna overeat it. And same thing, when I went out of town, I was eating restaurants and blah blah blah. I would always go with a lean source of meat, like I would get like a sirloin steak or something like that. Not necessarily lean, but I would always go with a high protein source of food, and then I would basically eat just a solid meal. I wouldn't eat a bunch of junk. I wasn't eating desserts. I'd eat like baked potatoes and sweet potatoes, and like a sweet potato was my dessert if I got anything as a dessert. I overall kind of fell off these last couple months. I was doing really well with my lean bulk, and I really don't think it's that bad. I think that I still maintained way better composure than I've ever maintained in my life. It's been definitely the best bulk I've ever performed in my life. If I had to guess, weighing at 160 pounds now, I'll probably be somewhere around 148, 150 to be at the same body fat percentage as I was when I began this bulk. I believe at like 142, I honestly will be like super shredded, maybe 140. And I actually plan on getting down closer to those weights because I want to be as lean as I've ever been. I want to have better abs than I've ever had this time around. So definitely a goal, definitely going to happen. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and flex this thing out, which is something I do in all my physique updates, because like, what kind of physique update is it if you're not flexing the thing out?
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody. We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party, flyer than everybody.
We show up in the party.
We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party. We show up in the party.
Do some type of workout. I'll hit a bunch of push-ups, do some like lawnmower pulls, to get my back pumped up, get my chest pumped. Kind of show y'all a difference between the physiques of pre-pump, post-pump. Today I said I feel pumped, but I have no pump whatsoever. I have not worked out. I just feel overall like my muscles are full and I feel lean today. So it's just a good feeling day for me. I have not done any exercises today. The only thing I've really done at all is take my kids to daycare. Let me know what you think about this overall progress. I don't know if I said this or not, but like this bulk was like 6 months long or something like that. So I feel really good, especially the weight numbers and my physique overall where it's at. Like my weight, 18 pounds, and where I'm at as far as my body fat percentage, I'm feeling really good about things. If I had to predict, I would say probably 18 to 20. Roughly, but I could even judge that range to be like even as high as like 15 to 22, just because everybody's physique is so different. It's so hard to calculate what actual body fat percentage is. Generally, your body fat percentage is way higher than what you think it is. So Yeah. If you like this button, make sure to hit that thumbsy button. And if you want to see more physique updates and other TV series that we have going on, we have Poverty Meal Prep coming up. We have our shredding for the summer season coming up. We are going to be starting our shred here in February 1st. It's like 2 weeks out, 15 days away. Super stoked about it, super excited about it. And it's not going to just be me that is doing the physique update, doing the cut and the shreds. We have a special guest, and you have to hit that cellular button to figure out who it is. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Peace.